What up, guys? I appreciate y'all for tuning into the channel. Y'all see the title, y'all see the thumbnail. Let's talk about it. What y'all think about that Mike Tyson and Jake Paul fight? What y'all think about it, man? I'm watching it. I think it was rigged. I think it was really rigged, guys. I think it was really rigged. A really scripted fight. It's all entertainment at the end of the day, but I really think it was rigged. It was scripted. You know, if you look at the sparring, when Mike Tyson was doing his little sparring sessions with his trainers and stuff like that, you looking like Mike Tyson might still got it. He still got it. You know, he might still got power, which he still got power. But it just seems like in this fight, after the first round of watching the fight, just seemed like it wasn't real. You know, it wasn't real. You know what I'm saying? It was all entertainment at the end of the day. Like I say, man, but you know, it's like Jake Paul. I didn't really look at Jake Paul as being like a real boxer. You know what I'm saying? I look at Jake Paul as being like a content creator. You know, he create content. You know, I mean, he was after the bag. I mean, if people wanted to see it, I guess it was more people that wanted to see Mike Tyson in the ring, back in the ring, than really wanted to see Jake Paul. I know Jake Paul got his fans, you know, from being a YouTuber and, you know what I'm saying, his previous fights. You know, Jake Paul got a nice following of people that follow him, you know what I'm saying, and support him. You know, but I mean, everybody was waiting to see what Mike was gonna do. I'm seeing this all, you know, this training and the sparring all the way up into the fight. You know, it seemed like this whole couple months they've been promoting it real heavy on social media. You know, you see him, Mike, throw the punches and ducking and doing what he doing, and it's like, okay, Mike, okay. He only got to get a few hits in on Jake Paul, and it's over. It's over for Jake Paul. But once after the first round was over, I'm thinking like, you know, Mike got some good hits in on the first round. But after that first round was over, it's like, oh no, this ain't what it is. This ain't what everybody thought it was gonna be. You know, I say what 80% of the people thought it was gonna be real, and maybe 20% of the people thought it was gonna be fake. But it's like, come on, man. They couldn't have made it look no more scripted than what it did. You feel me? Than what it did. It couldn't get no more scripted than what it was. I mean, it's like Mike Tyson wasn't even throwing no punches. It was like, I get it. You know, 27-year-old Jake Paul, 27. You know, and Mike Tyson, 58. But it looked like, man, y'all in there, y'all seeing Mike, we looking at Mike. It looked like he had cement shoes on. It's like his legs weren't moving. I mean, he still like, he got the little ducking and dodging and stuff like that. But it's like his legs weren't moving. You know, it's like, what is it? He ain't throwing no punches. You know? And I started thinking, I'm like, maybe the contract. Maybe it was in the contract for Mike Tyson not to knock Jake Paul out. Or for Jake Paul not to knock Mike Tyson out. That might have been in the contract, you know. To make it to go to full 8 rounds. It's 2 minutes. The rounds are 2 minutes. What is it? 8 rounds, 2 minutes. What's that? 16 minutes. I mean, come on, man. They could have gave us a little bit more than that. I mean, this was the fight. You know, everybody waiting on this fight for a whole year. You feel me? A whole year waiting on this Jake Paul and Mike Tyson fight. And it's like, I would have hated if I would have had pay-per-view and I would have paid for this fight, this $50-$60 on pay-per-view for this fight, and they would have did this, it would have been like a big disappointment. A big disappointment, man. I mean, come on, y'all. Come on. Y'all couldn't give us no better fight than that. I mean, now all the other fights before the Jake Paul and Mike Tyson came on, they was pretty, you know, entertainment. They was pretty entertainment, but that Mike Tyson fight and Jake Paul fight, it was like a big letdown. It was a big disappointment. I mean, from being a Mike Tyson fan, I'm 42 years old. And I grew up watching Mike Tyson. From being a Mike Tyson fan to knowing what Mike Tyson can do when he get in that ring, it's like, man, you was just waiting on the knockout. We was waiting like, oh yeah, Mike Tyson gonna kill Jake Paul. He gonna knock his block off. You feel me? He gonna just take Jake Paul head off. You know, Jake Paul he ain't even a real fighter. He had a couple fights, you know, fought a couple people here or there, paid a few people off to really lose, to really boost his career, you know, to boost his career up. I understand, I get it. You know, it's at the end of the day. You know, he probably paid a few people off, but it's like, you know, he paid Mike Tyson off, and you knew in that contract, it was probably in that contract that Mike Tyson couldn't beat him, and he couldn't really beat up on Mike Tyson. You know, I mean, they say, speculation say Jake Paul made 40 million, 50 million. Speculation said Mike Tyson made 20 million off this fight. I mean, it was a big payday. I ain't mad at him. You know, I'm not mad at Mike Tyson for doing it. I mean, $20 million. Who wouldn't go for $20 million for 16 minutes, you know, for 20 minutes? I mean, $20 million for 20 minutes. I'll jump in the ring too with Jake Paul or Mike Tyson for that amount of money. But it just ain't seem, you know, it ain't seem right. You know, it's like, you know, it was definitely rigged. It was definitely scripted. You know, it seemed like one of them WWE wrestling matches. You feel me? But at the end of the day, I guess it was just for the money. It was a money grab. It was a money play. It was a lot of money. I know a lot of people had a lot of money riding on this fight. A lot of sports bettors, and, you know, you can get on FanDuel and you can bet on this fight and all the sports betting apps. And, you know, you would have been crazy to put your money on Mike Tyson to win this fight, you know, and Jake Paul won it. I mean, big payout, big money, big odds on this fight, man. But it was just crazy. It was entertainment. At the end of the day, it was entertainment. I think really Netflix really dropped the ball. Netflix dropped the ball because Netflix couldn't keep up with all the people that was trying to watch it. You know, it's buffering and it's not, my Netflix ain't working. I can't log in to see the fight. It's like, come on, man. I think Netflix really dropped the ball on this fight. But other than that, man, it was, you know, it was entertainment at the end of the day. It was entertainment. It was a big payout. Shout out to Jake Paul. Shout out to Mike Tyson. And, you know, it just ain't feel right, guys. But let me know you guys' thoughts down in the comment section below. Let me know what you guys thought about the fight. Did y'all think it was a good fight? Do y'all think it was rigged? Do y'all think Mike Tyson just old and he ain't got it no more, you know? Let me know. Comment down below, guys. Those are my thoughts on the Mike Tyson and Jake Paul fight. Stay tuned, guys.